everyone, I am Kayalmuri, an alum of PGPX program at IIM Ahmedabad. I do a lot of videos on GMAT and MBA journey. If you want content about that, if you want to learn more, please feel free to subscribe to my channel so that you get regular updates. In today's video, we are going to talk about one important aspect of any MBA application, that is the extracurriculars. This is a very confusing topic when it comes to many people. Like for some people, you have too many, you don't know what to mention, what not to mention. For some people, you just don't have any extracurriculars, you don't know what to do in such part of the application. So you think, okay, work experience is tangible, my GMAT or GRE score is tangible. What do I do with extracurriculars? First of all, why do MBA schools or B schools ask you for extracurricular activities? What do they actually want to look at it? It is a very important part of the application, no doubts about it. But why do they ask you about your extracurriculars? Because that shows a holistic picture of what you are and who you have been, right? So what all things you have done in your past, what lessons could you have brought from those extracurricular activities to your business and your work life? When you become a student of a B school, it is not that you're just going there and reading academically whatever is given to you. You become a part of that community. So from extracurriculars, AdCom wants to look at what will you bring to the table when you come to the community and live there, right? So that is one part when you are on the campus. And after you leave the campus, when you go back to work, what are some leadership skills that you bring from your extracurriculars, and how does it show initiative, your initiative to do new things, right? All of these is generally measured by an AdCom when they look at extracurriculars. Now, what to add and what not to add. Okay, from what not to add, don't add anything that is too dated in time. Like if you had won a singing competition when you were in your 7th grade, it is definitely not going to tell anything about what you have learned in this journey, right? So because these questions are very good, icebreakers in your interviews. Don't write anything for the sake of just writing it in an application. Many times people say, I have done this NGO work, I have done this volunteering thing. How long have you done it? I have gone for like 2 sessions. What have you gained or what have the other person gained? We don't have much to add in that. So if there is a question that comes up as an icebreaker in an interview, will you be able to make that best first impression through that particular question? That is very important for you to think when you're adding extracurriculars. Don't just add it for the sake of adding, right? So, okay, if I don't have any extracurriculars at all, right, worth mentioning, what do I do? It is totally okay not to have had extracurriculars in your background. You could talk about, even at your work, what extra responsibilities that you had taken. It could be even collating different parts of your team's work and making it into a presentation or anything, right? Even in your work, whatever you have done extra out of whatever your responsibilities have been, that could be added there. It need not specifically, you need not be an Olympic athlete or, you need not be a TV show host every time. It could be very simple things that you have done, but they actually show some value that has been added to your personality. That is a very important thing. By winning one singing competition out of fluke or maybe, whatever it is not going to help you in your extracurricular journey of the application. So try and make it more meaningful rather than just counting numbers in extracurriculars. That is one tip I have when it comes to extracurricular activities. So do I say do not mention volunteering experience at all? Definitely no. You should mention any tangible, good volunteering experience you have had. Probably you have done it for a year or 2. You have been consistently going there. You have helped people in some way. You have touched their lives, not just by donating money or anything. You have really done something. It has been useful for them and useful for you. Definitely mention those volunteering experiences. but it should not very clearly and obviously say you have done this only for adding it in your B school resume just before, like 4 days before the deadline of your application or anything, right? So that becomes very obvious to AdCom, and if not anything, it actually adds a negative impression about you because you started something very recently just for the sake of this. So if you have not done anything extracurricular, not even at work, something that you can mention worthwhile. Now, many people, what they do is they go to Udemy, do a course and put that in your co-curricular or your extracurricular part of the application. Do you have to do that? You can do that if the course is something related to what you have been doing either at work or what you are as a personality. If you have not done anything about a particular thing, suddenly you're coming and going to do a course on photography, for example, and add it in your extracurriculars, it doesn't say anything because, I mean, come on, how many people have learned photography through Udemy and, done something out of it? Photography comes by practice, right? Not only photography, many of these things. So it is not just for the sake of doing a course, but if it is adding up to something. So if you want to really do a Udemy course or something, try and do something related to your past work experience or your future goals of post MBA, right? So it could be something in the lines, if you don't have any courses regarding either of this, I would say it could be even something very simple like an Excel course if you want to do it, because none of us can work without an Excel or a PowerPoint. So if you want to do a course on Excel macros, pivots and everything, or a PowerPoint, how to present really well, so these courses you may do and add to your application. Definitely one course of this kind is not going to add a great value to your application, but much better than bluffing about what you have done as a volunteering activity or anything. So these are my tips regarding extracurricular activities. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comment box. I'll definitely answer them. Thank you.